channel. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you the rotate tool. So first of all, the first thing we already know that with our selection tool, we can also rotate. What I'm thinking is that I'm going to take out this toolbox like this. Because I think I will be using it a lot in today's class. I have taken a circle and I'm going to draw on like an oval shape and I'm going to fill it like this. Now, the first option we know for rotating is that we can rotate from like this from our shape. Can you see when I'm gonna go toward the corner? There's a sideways arrow showing up which is telling me that I'm rotating. If I'm gonna hold shift, it's gonna rotate it every 45 degrees. Like this 45 and then 45, 45, 45, 45. So it can rotate every 45 degrees. If you hold the shift or if not, then normal. Okay, so now let's move on. So there's another way of rotating something. The another way is that can you see this rotate tool over here? We did some little small like introduction to it, but in today's video we're gonna go to the depth of it. So can you see this? This is called the pinker point. If I have clicked to the center of my oval and then I'm gonna move it, it's gonna rotate from the between, like from the center of the object or shape. But now uh, I'm gonna click over here and now if I'm moving, can you notice? Now it's not moving from the center, it's rotating from the below part, the bottom part. Now what if I put my anchor point over here and I hold my alt and now I do it like this. Now it made another copy of it while I'm holding my alt. If I'm gonna do Control D, it's gonna duplicate. Now what's the issue over here? Why is it not samely spaced? Because we were doing it randomly. We didn't did any measurement. So for doing with accurate measurement, what you need to do is that I'm just gonna take out my calculator. Alright, calculator. Okay. So this is my calculator over here. Now, if I want to rotate, like I want this oval to be like, there should be 12 parts of it, or let's make it less. Okay, it's 6 or maybe 7 parts of it. Okay, okay, it's better if we do it by 6. Then, if you want to read like this, we need to first of all, we have point over here. We're gonna click it by Alt. We have clicked it by holding my Alt. Wait a sec. When you're clicking, you need to hold your Alt. Okay. So can you see? This box has been opened. Now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna open my calculator back on. So in a perfect circle, there's a 360-degree angle. And if you're rotating it through the 360 angle, and a 360 degree, and don't think we are gonna leave maths while we're doing graphic designing. Graphic designing contains maths as well. Divided by 6. It equals to 60. Now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna simply type into here 60 degree. I'm gonna make a copy. If you're gonna click on OK, it will as it move it, it will not make a copy. I'm gonna click on copy. Now if I'm gonna control D, so voila, it is perfectly spaced and this looks pretty much nice, like almost like a flower. Okay, a black flower, I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete this right here. So now let's just do another example. But before doing another example, I want to tell you something about the alignment bar. Let's see if we have the alignment option over here. Yes, we do have. This is my alignment box. You can even get alignment like just wait a second. Like for example, if I'm making a circle. If I'm making this circle, Alright, if I'm making this circle right here. So this is my circle basically. Now, I'm just gonna take another duplicate of this one and I'm gonna give it a color. So let's make it a kind of a rainbow. I'm gonna make a rainbow. I'm gonna open my color bar from here so that we can fastly do it. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. I'm gonna make another and I'm gonna make it more smaller. I'm gonna give it the color of yellow and I'm gonna make another duplicate and I'm gonna give it the color green. I'm gonna take another duplicate and I'm gonna give it a color blue. Another duplicate and the color dark blue. And just one more. I'm gonna give it the color purple. So I'm just gonna keep them all the colors like in a way of like this. And I just noted that I didn't resize the colors. So I'm just gonna do that right now quickly. Okay, I'm gonna make it horizontal. Alright, we made a little type of a vertical line. Now I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit. Like this. Now if I'm gonna select all of these, I'm gonna go in my alignment bar. Now, if I am gonna click on align it to the center, then they all are in center, but I just did one pincey mistake. Now if I'm gonna do it, they are alright. Now if I'm gonna do it, they are all in the center. And if I'm gonna make them center to the vertical, then can you see this made a little perfect little rainbow? And this is some of the alignment features. You can even do it by the left or the right, from the up to the down. Can you see? Isn't it looking so much nice? It's really nice. Now let's give them all to the side. Oh, I made a duplicate. Now I'm gonna take my rectangle and I'm gonna change this color to a little this type of magenta. And I'm gonna make some random boxes. Okay, I made these random boxes. If I'm gonna select all of them, and I'm just gonna make them to the center, and that's where they go. What I don't want is that. Can you see now they are all aligned to the vertical angle, and if I'm gonna move it, if I'm gonna move them all to the horizontal side, then now if I'm gonna do it, they're gonna go and align like horizontally. Okay, so we can also do distributing. Can you see we can just distribute to the center? Yes, it's it. We just distributed it to the center because you can do it to the right and even to the left. Whereas if we keep it distributed to the center, like oh sorry. Now I'm just gonna if I'm gonna do it like this, and now if I'm gonna distribute it to the horizontal way, and now basically what is distributing do is that it in giving all the objects are equal distance. It's just like that. And we can even keep it to the bottom. So we are done with the alignment options. And I just want to make a fun little thing, but before that, I'm going to just put on the screen. I want to make a fun little thing with you all. I'm going to take a circle and I'm going to draw this gigantic circle. Okay. And now I'm going to give it a lightish gray color. I'm going to give it somewhat like this type of color. And I'm going to give it a dark gray outline. And I'm going to increase my stroke size. I don't want it to be like a black color. I want it to be a dark gray. Okay. Alright. Now I'm just gonna yeah, I'm gonna take the circle and I'm gonna make a circle like this. But before doing something like this, I'm gonna fit on the screen. And what I want to do is that I'm gonna go in the view. I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna open my rulers. I'm gonna show my rulers. And the shortcut is Control R. Now sorry. I'm gonna give it to the center and to this center as well. And I want it to be centrally aligned to my guide. Then I want this as my stroke. Okay. And now, there are some 12 main numbers in a clock. And now I know you all have already get it out. I'm making a clock. So in a clock, there are 12 numbers. So we're going to exactly align it to the 12. I'm going to take my rotate tool. I'm going to hold alt and click into the center. And I'm going to take out my calculator. And I'm going to declare and 360 divided by 12 equals to 30. We are going to do it to 30-degree angle. And I'm going to do copy. Now we're going to do Control D. Now we have made our circles. I'm going to select them all. And I'm just going to make them a little small. I'm going to go my layers. And I select all my ellipses till here. I'm going to make them a group. For making a right click and you can do group or the shortcut is Control G. So I made a clock. I made the main numbers up to now, sorry. I made the main numbers up to now. Okay. So now I'm gonna zoom in as much as I can. And I'm gonna take my rectangle tool and I'm gonna make a rectangle like this. And I'm gonna change its color to black or dark black. I'm gonna again make it fit to the screen. I'm just gonna select this little rectangle. Alright. I hope it's to the center, cause if not, there will be a problem. Yeah, it's aligned to the center. Okay. Now what I do is that I'm gonna again pick my rotate tool and I'm gonna click it over here. And how many seconds are there in a clock or in a time? There's 60. So we're gonna divide it by 60. Am I clear? 360 divided by 60 is equals to 6. So we're gonna rotate it to the angle of 6. Copy. And I guess I did just one tiny mistake. I guess I need to make the size a little bit more thin. Now I'm gonna just make it a little more thin. Now it's looking nicer. Alright, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Okay, now I get it. Now I'm gonna just select it. I know it's a really tiny little thing. And now I'm gonna hold my Alt. Alright. Don't forget to click hold while clicking the mouse. Copy, Control D, and then you're gonna do Control D until you reach the full. Okay, so I am fully done with it. I know it might be looking pretty much weird. We just need to delete the middle parts of these all. Now I'm just gonna design some needles for the clock. I'm just gonna make it random for now. Okay, it might be looking pretty much weird, but we're gonna fix that. Okay, so I somewhat made the needle. Okay, so I'm just gonna select it, and so now I'm gonna adjust my needle, and it's a little too high, and I'm gonna make another, but parallel to this one. And I want to do one more thing around here. Is that I'm gonna take my circle I'm gonna change its color to this. I'm gonna move the stroke like this. Alright. Now I'm gonna make just one more needle. As you already know, mm, we're gonna make our second hand, which is gonna be too much thin. And we're gonna change its color to red. Alright, now I'm gonna flip to screen. And I guess I missed this one right here, and I'm gonna delete it as quick as possible. Alright, so we made a little clock with the rotate tool, and we can also hide, obviously we can hide our guides. I'm gonna hide my guides. Okay, so I hope you love this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to share to your friends. And if you have any queries, don't bother to ask in the comment section. Bye!